Hi, my name is Robert Raver. I'm a specialist solutions architect with our media and entertainment group and our worldwide tech lead for media supply chain. We're here at IBC 2023 at the media supply chain booth, and I'm here to show some overview of what we're doing in two different supply chains. You can see here is an overview of our partners that we're connecting together and making them work better together using a common orchestration and data layer. Here is our partner SDVI Rally that we're using to orchestrate one of the supply chains. We take all of the data that is being orchestrated and save it to a common data lake here that we're able to unify these metrics and be able to produce a unified vision of your supply chains and better understanding of what's happening, forecasting your duration, cost, and load in the future. You can see here that this is one of our supply chains that we're using content to come in, and we're sending content in every 5 minutes. We're processing about 1,000 pieces of asset during IBC that has various deadlines. We have our content acquisition that has been sending in content every 5 minutes, and Telestream that's doing quality control on our assets, and then going to CodeMill for manual review if it fails or has an error. We also have Gray Meta that is Procuro that is producing metadata using AI/ML for all of these assets. That is then using our event aggregation layer to be able to send event and then send these to one of our asset management systems that we have here at the partner booth. We're using a serverless solutions with AWS to create a cost-effective and sustainable media supply chain. You can see that this is also another supply chain that we have as an example. This supply chain shows an end-to-end demo of how you could get insights from various partners like IMDb with Data Exchange for box office revenue, or possible trending topics that you could then find a title, find those rights associated to that, and then be able to find those assets in the asset management system and actually monetize on them by either sending them to a direct consumer platform or Veritone Digital Media Hub shopping cart experience. You can see here some of the screens and our dashboards that we have for these supply chains. Our first dashboard shows the actual active workflows that are happening in supply chain 1 and various attributes like those titles and deadlines. You can see here what is close to having passed our deadline and be able to act and prioritize on those assets. We have SDVI that has a summarization of all of the workflows that are going through our system, and the yellow indicating if that's any issues, and then red indicating if there's any errors. If a red error is found, we actually generate a work order for manual review that you can see here in CodeMill Accurate Video Player, and you can see if there's media offline and where the issue is with timecode markers being sent from Telestream to CodeMill via SDVI. Here is an example of one of our asset management systems, the Talier Connect, where you can see our titles being organized using our title management system Fabric, where you can find and associate it to our title, but also the metadata that's being generated by Gray Meta Curio. So you can see things like logos, people, keywords, etc., and you can search on those when you actually want to be able to find it. So maybe you want to understand if there's weapons or violence in this piece of content. All of that is being sent to our event bus, and we're aggregating that. So you can see that we've completed 2,216 workflows, that we're actually currently trending downwards from our yesterday's workflows, and what amount of workflows we failed to see if we've actually met our SLA and act upon that to be able to improve our operating efficiency of our supply chain. You can see here that we also are focusing on how to potentially reduce your storage footprint and save on costs. So with Gray Meta Curio, we are able to find duplicate objects. You can see here that 991 objects have been found that are duplicate, and out of those 65 are actually unique, where you're going to save 2,933 gigabyte. With the Talier, with the frame DNA technology, they're able to find frame level deduplication and be able to see the different versions based off of compliance edits and be able to save approximately 1.3 terabyte worth of data based off of those versions. Here's an example of a YouTube trending dashboard, and we've replaced some of the names with the people that work at AWS, and you can see that in this Germany region, Eric Lim is performing better and has increased. From there, we could actually go and understand what titles we have with Eric Lim and the rights associated with that. RightsLine is synchronizing the rights metadata across all of our platforms where we're able to understand that and monetize on that. And from there, you could actually then take those assets and put it to our shopping cart experience. So here is Veritone Digital Media Hub, where we're able to go and see what clips we have sent there and actually create an order. When you create an order and go through a checkout process, that is then also sends an event that we're able to collect those and start to understand how many orders are asset revenue and attributes associated to those assets.